Hi, welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to create simple charts in Excel. And basically what charts are, it's a visual representation of your table, of your data in a table. For example, I have data like that. As you can see, it's been tabulated, but I want to represent this data in some visual form. So what I will create is basically a chart. Why do you want to do that? When you represent data in a chart, sometimes and lots of times, I would say, it makes it easier for you to see certain patterns in the data. Patterns like, for example, whether certain things are rising or certain things are dropping, or whether in this case, for example, in my data here, whether certain areas are consistently producing more sales than the rest of the areas. Things like that will be easier to see when you represent the data visually. And in daily conversation, sometimes charts, we also refer to them as graphs. When you create charts or graphs, there are three basic shapes that represent the data. The first shape being bars or columns, and then we have lines, and we have pie. So these are the three basic shapes that represent the data when you use charts to represent them. Where can you access the chart feature in Excel? You can do so from the insert menu. So insert menu is over here, and there are a few buttons over here, and the buttons basically represent which shape you want to use. So after you click on the insert menu, then click one of the chart buttons that usually represents the shape of the chart that you want to use to represent the data. So let's just jump into it. So here I have a table of product sales, and usually the table that you use to create a chart would be something against something. In this case, it's basically products against the areas that they are sold in. And so here we have the number, or rather the value of sales of the product sold in a particular area. So I have this kind of table. So what do I do when I want to create a chart from this data? I basically have to select the table. So this is how I do it. So I do this because I want to create the chart based on all the data in the table. Now, if I'm just interested to show area Q and area W for products A and B, then I'll just select the table in this way. So there is no rule that says that you have to select the entire table. It depends on which part of the table you want to represent in the chart. So in this case, it's the whole table. So I'm going to do that. So once I've selected the desired area in the table, I basically click on the insert menu, and let me just zoom in. So in the insert menu, you can see that there are chart buttons over here. So I'm just going to use, for this simple chart creation, I'm just going to use the column or the bar kind of shape. So it's this one over here. Insert column or bar chart, as you can see from the pop-up. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to choose the very first one, a 2D column chart. We call this the 2D clustered column. That's the name for it. So I'm going to click on it, and let me just zoom out so we can see the result. So that is basically a chart created based on, let me just zoom out, a chart created based on the table, which is now behind the chart. So you can just move the chart around. Uh, so a chart created based on the data in the table. So as you can see, these are the areas, and the colored columns are basically the products and the value of sales. So that's it, folks. That's how you create a simple chart based on a table data. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to my channel, and drop some comments in the comment section of this video, and hit the notification icon so that you'll be notified of any new videos that I'm going to add on to this channel.